there a baby behind me? Where is the baby? There she is. Uh-oh. Whoa! Uh-oh. Whoa! There she is. There she is. There she is. Today is a good day. I think we have a sleeping toddler. We've been having, you know how it is. They sleep, they nap, then they don't, then you never know what's gonna happen. They keep you on your toes, but I think we can finally sit down and film this video I'm so excited about. It is my top 10 mommy life hacks. Let's hop in to number 1, which is real easy. Toy rotation. If this is something you are not already doing, let me tell you why I love a toy rotation. The same way when you walk into your closet and you see so many clothes that you see all the time and nothing really seems special and you don't know what to wear, but then you find like that one top you forgot you had hidden in the back corner, and even though it's like an old top, you love it. It seems new. That's the one you want to wear, even though all your stuff is technically cute. You get product fatigue. If you see it all the time, it doesn't seem special. And this is the same way for kids with toys. I'm telling you, you do not need to spend a lot of money on toys to have a happy kid. I feel like less is more with toys. For our toy rotation, I have this little storage bin that my daughter can easily access. This is just from Amazon. Or every 2 weeks or every month, however long you want to rotate, whatever works for your schedule. These are the toys that your child will have access to, and everything else has to just be out of sight, out of mind. It helps with the mess, because if you have too many toys, you're gonna get overwhelmed. For rotation, it's just super genius, and it's really easy to implement if you're not already doing it. Speaking of toys, this nicely kinda segues us to number 2, which is how I'm going to ask to receive toys and gifts in the future, because like I said, the toys add up and you really do not need that much. Number 2 is UNest. If you haven't heard of UNest, it's not only a great way to switch receiving gifts and toys for special occasions, birthday, holidays, and easily receive monetary gifts from friends, family, but it is also just in itself a great financial app to help you prepare for your family's future. This is something I've talked about here and there on my channel, and looking for ways to invest for education, college. You can even pick things like home and car, and it's really easy to use. You just download an app and have it. It's $2.99 a month, and then the minimum investment to whatever you decide for your family's future is $25 a month. And UNest is sponsoring today's video, so I do have a promo with them, which is so exciting. And with this, you get $100 credit that goes to your first 4 months of investing. Like I said, I'll also be using this for future birthdays. When any family member or friend hits me up and says, what do I get your daughter? I'm going to offer them this option. And I know I definitely will have some family who is very happy to invest in my daughter's future, monetary instead of just a toy that will last, you know, a year or 2. And don't forget to use my code Brittany100. I'll have everything down below. Now let's move on to number 3, which is separate snack bins. Now I know this sounds so easy, but it is so effective and such an easy thing, again, to implement into your routine. For my family, I have 3 snack bins. One is one that is just mommy's, just mine. I eat that when she's sleeping, because if you're a mom, you know that if you're eating anything, it is not yours. It is most likely theirs. Then I have one which is more like special snacks, maybe they have like a chocolatey vibe to them. This is something that, you know, I won't bring down all the time, maybe once a day. But snack bin number 1, this is like my go-to snack bin. This is the one where I pull down pretty constantly throughout the day. I would say once or twice in every wake window. My daughter's at the age now where she really likes to make choices and show her independence, and so I'll just bring the snack down and have it something she can grab and go. I'm just there to open it. I will say I did have this snack bin down below at easy access, and it became snack time all the time, and maybe it works for some people. I still have mine above, and so she has to ask me to bring it down, and so if it is closer to dinner time, I'll, you know, be like, dinner is in 30 minutes, so we're not gonna have a snack right now. We'll have dinner. If you want one later, we can do that. Number 4, and this is kind of like a two-parter, and this is for moms of like newborns, babies, toddlers. I don't care what stage you're in, only buy one kind of socks, because the socks are gonna get lost. Your baby child is gonna grow out of socks so quickly. I know those cute printed socks are so engaging and you want to get them, and by all means, if you really want to, do it, but your life will be so much easier if all of the socks match. My favorite ones are these basic Amazon socks. I'll link them down below. I've mentioned them before. They are my go-to. The two-part to this section is when your child grows out of that particular sock, you want to buy, again, completely the same sock, but have it be like a little bit different. Like if there was a little gray edge to it, buy it all white or buy black. Why this is helpful is because those random missing baby socks are going to pop up. And if every single sock matches in every single size, then you're gonna start putting on the wrong size socks. Telling you, it's again another really easy hack to implement and something I do now. So when your child grows out of that certain sock size, if you change it a little bit, all of the new socks are the same. It's easy to spot those little lost socks that make their way back into your environment. Number 5, the best way to teach is to teach by example. And this will cover so many different questions that I get from you guys. One question I always get is, how do you get your toddler to use silverware? And the answer here is to eat with them with silverware, and they will see you using it, and your kids want to model your behavior. They want to be like you. They want to learn from you. And so just living your life in the way that you want them to live theirs will really inspire them. Right now, I'm prepping my toddler for potty training, and so when I go potty, I bring her in and I explain what I'm doing. Mommy's peeing. Look, mommy's peeing. Mommy's getting toilet paper. Mommy's going to wipe. Mommy's going to flush. Close the lid. Wash her hands. One thing I've struggled with is doing my daughter's hair. And again, I have been taking her through the steps of me doing my hair in hopes that one day she will want to model that behavior and let me do her hair. This also goes for negative behavior. Say if you're yelling on the phone, if you're angry at someone, a telemarketer, this is going to be behavior that they're also going to model. And so you just really want to be careful about how you are representing yourself, because your little sponge is soaking it in. And I know life will bring a lot of hurdles at you, and you're human and you're gonna deal with it the best way you can, but always remember, somebody is watching. Everyone thinks their phone is listening to them. Try having a kid. This kind of rolls us into number 6, which is gonna sound crazy, but I don't clean when my daughter is sleeping. And this, like how I just said, kids are sponges, and I know this whole cleaning thing might be difficult depending on the age of your child, but to the best of your ability, to clean when your child is awake is going to help them want to be a part of the cleaning process. Having them see that a mess does need to be cleaned up and it doesn't just magically go away when they're sleeping is an important part of their development. And it also takes a lot of pressure off of you during nap time. Obviously, there's gonna be some things maybe you need to clean when they are sleeping, or it's just one of those days. I've been doing this since my daughter was about a year old, and she is not, I would say, like cleaning up all the time with me, but she is very helpful. If I sing the cleanup song, she'll clean up her own mess, potentially making another mess right after. But hey, she's a part of the cleaning process, and she understands that it's just part of a routine, and it can be fun when we do it together. Number 7, my favorite at-home activity are these mess-free markers. They are absolutely genius. They are markers that only write on the particular paper, so you have to buy their paper, but I will do it because if she draws on herself, on the walls, on the rug, it does nothing. I love having like more creative activities for my daughter, but they are really stressful and overwhelming because a lot of times it can just be really messy, and sometimes it is great to just make a mess and be a kid. But if I'm cooking dinner, I don't really want to have paint everywhere. It's not the moment. I'd still like to give my daughter the opportunity to do something creative if she likes to at that time, and so these mess-free markers are just my go-to. I have purchased them so many times. I even had them for her birthday party with the other kids. It is so great. You guys have any other recommendations for something artistic or creative that isn't overwhelmingly messy? Please let us know and leave them in the comments down below, because I'm always looking for more. Number 8, I believe a happy parent is the best kind of parent. It is so much easier to give from a glass that is not completely empty. I feel like there's such even like a talk within your head, or people will talk at you and say, you know, if you're in mom mode and drowning and dying, then you're a good mom. And yes, I will say as a mom, there will be moments that you cannot help. You're just gonna be drowning and dying and overwhelmed and lost and lonely and isolated. Oh my God. Do not feel guilty if you are there, but it is really important to put your happiness to near the top of the list. And even just having little things throughout the day, making sure you have your favorite coffee at home. You wake up in the morning, you hear crying, you know, I'm gonna have the best dang coffee. I really like the podcast Something Was Wrong. It is like kind of a crime podcast, so it might not be relaxing for everyone. I recommend that. I also, like I said in the beginning, have my personal little snack bin. That is like my go-to. I like to replenish that often, and yeah, it just brings me happiness. Even having some simple Epsom bath salts at the end of the day can really just whoosh, get me back to a good mental place. I'm not talking about like a huge trip to Cancun and 10 margaritas. I mean, all of that sounds really great, but it is not always feasible. And so it's really important on having these small things that you can easily do throughout your day and that are achievable and that make you happy. So really think whatever those things are for you. For me, that's snacks, that's bath, that's a crime podcast, and a face mask. Number 9, I'm gonna cut to the chase and make this super simple: clothes and shoes. Do not buy any clothes for any age that are not easy to put on. Unless you're like taking one family photo and you know it's gonna be a stressful moment, but I'm telling you, everything should be easily come off and on. There should not be buttons. Zippers are great. Overalls, so cute, but can be a little bit tricky. I've been a mother for 2 years now, and clothes are still coming on and off, I don't know, like 8-9 times a day. There's diaper changes and spills and mealtime. And for shoes, your newborn does not need shoes. I know they're so cute and you're probably gonna get it, but just get one pair that you're gonna look at, because your newborn is probably not going to wear it. And then when your child starts to walk and they do need shoes, do not buy more than you really just need one, maybe 2. I'll give you 2 for the shoe size they are currently in, because it's gonna last probably 3-4 months for that shoe size, and you're gonna want Velcro sneakers. Don't get tie-up sneakers. You can get slip-on sneakers if they're easy. Boots, they look so cute. Maybe if they have a zipper and it's fall time. But shoes with Velcro. And then the second one is like a very easy slide. The Fluffia Ugg ones I really love, and the Crocs I really love. If you have like a really last minute moment, maybe you're just running down and checking the mail and you want shoes on your toddler and you don't want to sit down and do the Velcro, slip on those really easy ones. So that's the second one I'm gonna give you, but don't go crazy on the shoes. I'm telling you, they're gonna grow out of them so quickly. Number 10, and this is probably my favorite and most game-changing hack in this video, and it is so simple. It is changing the word order for rules or discipline moments. This is a little psychology trick that us moms can use on our kids to help them better understand and us get the results we actually want with a lot less frustration. Kids in early speech development focus on the last word of the sentence and almost completely forget the beginning. Let me give you some examples of what this looks like, because this is gonna train your brain. Instead of saying, don't climb on that, because your toddler is going to hear climb on that, you would say something like, stay safe on the ground. They hear on the ground. Say your child is running away from you, which can be a big and dangerous moment, and so you say, stop, no, stop running away. The toddler hears running away, and so you say, stop, stay close, or stop, stay close to mommy. They hear, stay close to mommy instead of running away. You're still saying stop because what they're doing is probably scary and dangerous, and so it is okay to use words like that. It's just important to think about what you're ending on. I'm telling you, ever since I started implementing this simple change into our daily routine, I have seen such good results. And so this is such a hack, and it'll take a little bit of time for you to get used to it, but really just think about what you're saying at the end of a sentence, because that is usually what your toddler is sticking to. Things will obviously change as your child gets older, and development change, and comprehension and understanding changes, but if you're in that toddler stage, I think it's up until 4, they really pay attention to the end of the sentence. And guys, those are my top 10 mommy hacks. Also, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. It helps out my channel so much, and I hope to see you here next Monday. Bye!